Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to Kopish, and it's your boy Drift bringing you not an exclusive because it's been out in the world for a few hours now, but just bringing you our take on the development that is FSG agree deal with Michael Edwards for him to return to Liverpool. It's not official, but it's done. Like everybody knows it's done. I think the announcement will be tomorrow, as in like Liverpool making it public. But everybody knows, all the reputable journalists have all confirmed it. Edwards will be returning. He will be returning. And it's pretty much what we were speaking about before as well. But Richard Hughes will be his first appointment at the club as director of football. So, look, this news isn't new to us now because it's been floating around for a week or two. But now it's official. We have to have the proper conversation about, what could happen. Before we were talking about the what ifs. Now it's the actuals, the absolutes, because he is going to be here. His role will be pretty much the be all and end all of all football operations. He's not coming in the same capacity as last time. Obviously, that would be Hughes, who is his guy, which is something that we all said we didn't like about when Klopp recommended Schmacker. Remember when he recommended Schmacker, the number one thing everybody was annoyed about was the fact that it was his boy, and how much pushback would he actually give? Is he going to do what's right for the team or just do what Klopp tells him to do? That was what everybody was saying, what everyone was annoyed about. There's no difference here with Hughes and Edwards. So everybody keep the same energy who had that problem with Schmacker when Klopp wanted him. And yeah, look, from my point of view, you can't go wrong. He's an absolute beast of a football guy. We love him. He's a legend, which is weird because this is what's so crazy about it is he did such a good job when he was director of football that he's a legend. Very few people you see leave a football club and they're a legend in that capacity. And he's definitely the best that I can think of. That could be biased because I don't pay that much attention to others. You know what I mean? I can think of David Gill at Man United. He also left when Fergie left, which is part of their crumbling. Man United fans, I'm sure, would call him a legend. There have been a few, but normally when you're the director of football and everyone knows who you are, it's because you're bad at your job. It's not necessarily because you're good at your job. So we know he's an absolute beast in that regard. There's no issue there. He's a Liverpool fan. That's always a bonus, regardless of whatever it is, because he's one of us. So yeah, there's no issue there. I think, as I said, I'm speaking for myself. Let me know in the comments, guys, what you lot think. We've spoken about this in the past as well. It's just the amount of power that I think I might be a little bit concerned about, just based on the fact that the only reason why he's willing to come back is because he's going to have that absolute power. I hope that he's more doing that in a kind of to make his life a little bit easier with regards to, he doesn't want that falling out like he had with Klopp before. And to avoid that, I hope it's a lot more to do with that rather than him being a bit power mad and being like, I'm not coming back unless I can do what I want kind of thing. So hopefully it's not that. And knowing the man, it doesn't seem like it is at the moment. Again, remember, I'm just talking about every scenario you can come at this from, every angle you can come at this from. I'm not doing it like I've got facts and I've seen the way he behaves or anything like that. I'm just doing it from if it was anybody, if I heard anybody had this much power, I'll be like, oh, is it a good idea for one man to have all that power? You know what I mean? Shout out Kanye. So yeah, I just sit on that one. One thing I will say, and again, this goes back to being a Liverpool fan, and you just got to love him for this. What a legend he is. He had PSG, but more importantly, he had Chelsea and Man United approach him. Very, very lucrative deals thrown at him. A lot of power thrown at him. for him to come and build those clubs. And he said no to them all. And what I would like to tell myself is it was because he's a Liverpool fan. Now, yeah, man's got to earn a living, man's got to work, of course. I'm sure he's papered off though. I'm gonna spin the narrative the way I want to. You lot can agree with me if you want or not. I think he says no to Chelsea and Man United because as much as he's about being professional, within himself he thought, why would I help the two clubs that I hate more than anything as a Liverpool fan? That's going off of how we feel as Liverpool fans. I think you can safely say, apart from Man City now, Chelsea and Man United are definitely the clubs we hate the most and have had the biggest rivalry with in the Premier League. Everton is obvious. I'm not talking about that. But you know what I mean? Like Champions League, Premier League, beef, everything, the managers clashing, all the things you can think of. Chelsea and Man United are the two biggest clubs Liverpool hate in Premier League history. And for me, I'm going to run with the narrative that was why Edwards said no. Because if Edwards supported like Leyton Orient or QPR or somebody like that, I think he goes. Even with the loyalty he may have to Liverpool, the job he did there, I think he goes there. I think being a Liverpool fan, on top of working for Liverpool, is why he didn't go there. And kudos to him because that shows morals. And Chelsea and Man United would have massively benefited from having him. So I'm glad he's back. I'm really, really glad he's back. Absolute legend. I just hope that the things we're worried about in terms of how much power he has, don't end up being true. The other concern I have about him coming in is, I wouldn't even call it a concern because we don't even know what the truth or what the real scenario would be no matter what. But I want Alonso. I think the majority of the fan base do at this point. We don't know if that's the right appointment. We don't. Again, this is all conversation, opinion, and speculation. None of this is fact. But we don't really see anybody that makes more sense than Alonso. Not only that, he's performing exceptionally well. But the rumors are Amorim is who Edwards wants. Now, if he wants Amorim, again, it'd probably be an absolute push, my third choice, but probably my second choice. I do think he's a good manager. I really do. What he's been doing at Sporting is brilliant. I've been paying attention to it, especially since he's been linked. And he's doing an exceptional job. He plays such a really good brand of football. He probably would be my second choice. But I don't know if he can handle the pressure of being at the big team the way Alonso can. And again, as a manager, we still don't know that about Alonso. But as a player, I think it absolutely speaks for itself. All the pressure situations he's been in and whatnot. And now what he's doing with Leverkusen. So I think it's obvious it's Alonso. But guys, what if, Edwards is here now? If the rumors are true, then we got to think about Amorim coming and being our manager now. We got to forget about all the romanticism that we put behind Alonso. So that's a very interesting one that we have to look at now. And again, also, how do we feel about Richard Hughes? Not saying he's a good or a bad appointment, but it's his guy and he's getting the job as a brethren. Is that ever a good idea? I'm not sure. Is his CV as good as Liverpool need it to be? I don't think it is. But look, he's here. It's real. It's official. Let me know what you guys think, overall about the situation. He's back. He will be a Liverpool. I'm not even sure CEO. What? It hasn't even been, it hasn't even officially been said as to what his actual role will be. But he is going to be in control of football operations. Literally everything that is to do with a club. I guess the only thing he needs to do is maybe just ask FSG their permission if there's anything outrageous that he wants to do. Everything else seems to be within his control now. He's going to live and die on that sword as well now, I guess, because anything that goes wrong at Liverpool is now his fault, which maybe you got to actually clap and applaud and rate him for still, because to have all of that power is one thing, like we're saying, in case you go power mad about it, but it's also a lot of pressure in case it goes wrong, and it really is about you. So I actually got a rating for that, actually, to be honest. But yeah, it's official, not official, official, not official, people. Michael Edwards is back at Liverpool from the start of the summer. Obviously, once Klopp goes, yeah, our boy's back. The legend's back in the building. Let me know what you're thinking, people. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Love as always. Let me know in the comments what you thought and what you're thinking about the situation. And yeah, we'll be back later on today, hopefully as well, guys, with a preview because we got another game on Thursday. We've got to make sure we don't stay complacent and get through to the next round of the Europa League. So big up your damn selves, each and every one of you. Please make sure you smash that like button, people. Remember how important that is. Please, 1,000 likes every stream, 1,000 likes every video, guys. That's the mantra now on Kopish. 1K. Let's get there every single show, people. Big up your damn selves. Love as always. Smash the like button, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.